Thanks for joining us for Understanding Real Estate with Realtor Becky Cobb of West Cobb Alliance, part of the ReeceNichols Real Estate Group in Neosho.
Well, for today, Becky, as we look forward at 2026, tell us what's going on with mortgage rates.
Well, nationally, they report that mortgage rates are projected to stay in the mid 6% range throughout 2026. What we're seeing locally is we're seeing some high fives, so that's nice, high five, and then into the low sixes. So, that's really very good rates. We're spoiled in recent years by extremely low rates, but that's not really typical. One of the things we've got some information on is rates are down about a full percentage point from last year to this year. So in January of 25, you could expect to have a rate of about 7.26%. In January of 26, we're looking at 6.01%. That makes a payment difference on a $400,000 loan of about $330 a month. So you can see that can really change somebody's affordability. So keep an eye, talk to various lenders before you commit, and you should be able to maybe get a good interest rate that will make the home of your dreams more affordable.
All right, Becky. So what is the outlook for Missouri right now in 2026 in real estate?
Well, sources say that we should have more inventory than we've had in recent years. So that's going to give buyers a few more choices. I'd say locally right now, we still need more inventory. That is for sure. So we're a little light on inventory as far as Neosho area goes, but overall outlook for Missouri is that should be increasing. We're also seeing that there's more competitive pricing, so that can probably help our buyers a little bit. We are expecting steady but modest price growth in 2026. So, we had some giant growth there from 21 to about 23, and that's been tapering off a little bit. So real estate's still a good investment and it still trends upwards. So, the outlook for the state of Missouri looks pretty good.
Well, Becky, this week we've been talking about some of the trends for 2026, but talk to us about some local market activity.
Well, our local market activity seems to suggest that we have a very balanced to a slightly tight market. And I would say our personal experience, the agents in our office, we would agree with that. We have a few hundred homes that are available, and so we have a relatively low supply of properties. And we always look like how many months out can you go? And so our months are kind of low right now. Most homes are going to move fairly quickly. If it's in good condition, guys, if it's not in good condition, you're going to have a hard time selling that puppy. But if you take good care of your property, you're going to see that we are probably in about a 20 to 30 day from contract or from listing to getting you under contract. And so that means that our area is still pretty strong, and you've got areas elsewhere in the country that certainly those time frames are longer. We're looking at a good, nice, tight, still balanced market. And I think that sellers that are ready to sell, 2026 is going to be a good year for them.
Well, Becky, we've been looking ahead at market conditions this week, and let's just continue that. Let's get a little more specific on what's ahead.
So I've got some sources here that say for the Joplin area, which would include Neosho, we're part of that area, our typical home values are around $200,000 to $223,000. And that makes us much more affordable than other parts of the nation or other parts of the state. We're showing about a 1.2% price growth into 25 to 26. And so we're looking pretty good and very affordable. I know those prices seem a little high to some that bought a house maybe for $70,000 or $100,000, but that is pretty moderate for the nation now. So we look good. We're a very livable, very affordable place, and we'll probably still see some influx from people from other areas because of the value they get in Southwest Missouri.
Well, for today, Becky, how would you summarize the current real estate market in Southwest Missouri?
I've got a few notes here, and, affordability is still high we've got good affordability in the Southwest Missouri market. Our price growth is modest. And so that's something that we're usually always more steady than they are on the East Coast or the West Coast. So that's nice. We have a steady growing market, not a lot of sharp spikes, and our homes are still selling fairly quickly when priced right. And guys, that's so important. We are not in 2022, 23 when we just slap a price on it and say, oh, somebody will come along and buy it from California probably. We have got to price our properties reasonably, take a look at what is actually selling, what is actually appraised, and then those homes will sell fairly quickly. So our inventory is still fairly balanced, and again, our market for the 2026 season looks like it's going to be good. And one other thing for investors, now this is something that you need to be aware of, rents are rising. And so that means that if you can get a little more money for your rental property, people, that's a good investment for you. And folks, that could be another good reason why you should buy a house, because rents are rising. So all of that's part of Southwest Missouri.
If you would like to know more about understanding real estate, you may contact Becky Cobb at 417-592-3245 of the West Cobb Alliance, your realtors for life. Find out more on the web at neosho.homes.